Now, finding people who are a bit more on the professional reading side, people who already have worked with other authors, either you can pay them, some you don't pay them, depends on the kind of beta reader you're looking for. And there's also alpha readers, but I'm not going to get into that because I personally do not use alpha readers, and I'm not sure I would ever want to, but that's another topic. But for beta readers, you find people, and there are two ways to approach having them read your story. You can either start this relationship with the beta reader with a list of things you want, feedback that you're looking for. So you want answers to specific questions. You want to know at this moment in the story around this chapter, is this scene effective? What do you understand from this scene? You can go to the beta reader and ask them, is there anything confusing in the story? Is there any point in the story where you would have just put it down and not read the rest of the thing? You can ask them, at what point did you put it down? Like, they can make a little asterisk everywhere they put down the book. Sometimes it's going to be their real life just happening. They're saying, yeah, I had to get up to go take care of my kid, or I had to get up and start cooking because it was the time I had to do that. But sometimes they'll put it down and be like, that was a good moment for me to stop. Or that was a moment in the chapter where I thought my eyes can't follow what's going on. The sentences are repeating themselves in my brain and I can't follow. So maybe that part might need some tuning up. So those things are very important. You can have these be-prepared elements that you want to see in the beta reader's feedback. You can give them specific questions. I personally have a list of questions that I give beta readers, but I typically tell them, do not read them ahead of time and read them only once you're done reading. So I don't want to muddle their impression of the story. Sometimes those questions are leading questions, so it would give them some information they don't need at the start of the story. But I've also had beta readers with whom I had absolutely no questions whatsoever. So they started reading and had no idea what to expect except the little blurb that I gave them.